And I'm gonna turn this on, and so we've been waiting on this virtual tabletop from D&D since Edition 4, right? And then they just told us how they're gonna do another one. They're gonna do one. They're just recently, and yet we're still waiting on it because, like literally, there's roll 20, there's Tailspire, there's that augmented reality one that Joe Manganiello was promoting. There's all kinds of Shard, Fantasy Grounds, whatever, and we're still waiting on the D&D Beyond one. And I have to believe that D&D Beyond. I have to believe that D&D Beyond was going to have its own virtual tabletop because they have all virtual everything else. And now it's going to be D&D Beyond that was going to give us a virtual tabletop but never did. And D&D Together that was going to give us a virtual tabletop that never did. And so now we're waiting on that going, yes! Let's get one!
Virtual tabletop. It's just not the 3D one. They released a 2D one.
Who?
Yes.
Who did? Oh. I have never seen it.
It just released in like an alpha or beta stage, that's why.
It's nice.
Think about that. How concerning that is, right? They're planning this three. They're planning. Go ahead, Ollie.
Sorry, I work for a startup company, so I don't want to diss programmers and like they're good guys. But this tabletop implementation alpha stage looks like a college student project. It's minimum map installation, map input. You can link the stats from monsters, but that's
Think about how terrifying this is for a minute. Ready? They're trying to release this 3D tabletop, and they just released a 2D.
Yeah, we're gonna be waiting for a decade.
This is. I feel like a decade is generous. I feel like this is Bethesda times. You know, like this is gonna be like the next Skyrim is coming out tomorrow too. That's what I'm seeing. You know.
The editions, right? I started with 3.5, went to 5th edition, never played 4th edition. Like about a year ago, I started looking into 4th edition, and there's tons of stuff from it I love. The advice in it, the fact that there's more than one monster manual, the fact that there's more options.
There's more than one monster manual for 3rd edition too.
What I mean is, like, actually something different. So it was like, Anyway, my point is, there was a lot more to it, in my opinion. But as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more and more interested in the older editions. Like, I love the OSR games, Shadow Dart, Dungeon Crawl Classics.
Well, yeah, that's because there's a certain amount of people that like the idea of things were grittier, harder, a little bit more challenging. But then there's a certain amount of people that don't want that, as far as like.
Not only is it more challenging, it's slightly more balanced in the fact that it is meant to be challenging.
So me being an old guy is another catch-22 thing because I've went from the days of you get your character killed, you roll up another character, that's it, to also. And been through times when people literally cried over losing their character.
Yeah, you get.
And it's like, you could have him resurrected. I don't know if you know this, but
it's really good friend to resurrected because
to me, I'm in the middle ground.
No, you just need about 1,000 gold. That's all.
To me, I'm in the middle ground of this. Right?
One long sword.
I'm in the middle ground of this. I'm in the middle ground of this. I absolutely get invested into my characters, but I've learned to be able to be attached and be excited for a new character.
So, I think the problem with that, and just like the firefighter work, is that you get apathetic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, see, now I'm.
Happens,
Oh wow. Shoot. I think that's what happened in 1st edition. Like when your wizard only has a D4 for hit points in 1st edition,
First edition and your wizard's done.
So it's just that over time, the natural thing was to not necessarily get attached to your character. But then over time, what a lot of DMs will do to counter it is simply make it possible that your character could live a longer life, even when they make oopsie doopsie mistakes that would normally lead to immediate death. So it's like now what happens is that sort of knocks back the challenge.
Well,
So
and the thing that a lot of people, sorry to cut you off, the thing that a lot of people that don't like 5th edition, to me, I feel like those are the killer DMs half the time. You know, like it's because now it's made it harder for me to kill you, and it's like, well, one, then you're not that good of a D. Well, one, it's like, well, you're not that good of a DM if you still can't kill him, but but two, you're not that good of a DM if that's your goal. You know, you know, like
you are the god of a world, and that someone is actively avoiding the fate that you're trying to deal to them. You may not be the god of the world.
Exactly. To me, the thing about 5th edition is it's just not balanced well at all.
And
All in all, though,
I think it's actually pretty good myself. It's actually kind of my favorite edition. I don't really have a favorite edition per se, but if I had a favorite edition other than 5th edition, it would be a mix of 1st and 2nd together. That's what when I got when 2nd edition came out, I just kind of mashed them together. The things I liked about both of them.
That's what I'm doing with 5th edition and the playtest. I'm taking the stuff from playtest that I like and just being like, this is now 5th edition.
Brian and James, guys, you know I love talking D&D with you guys. You know what I love doing more than that?
Playing D&D?
D&D.
All right, so we're waiting. We're like 10 minutes away, 20 minutes away from going in to see the Queen here, because you guys had an audience with the Queen. What has happened recently, James? You came up with you had one of your crewmen or yourself come up with a sort of a standard banner type thing for the Star Anchor Trading Company, and basically you've been mostly on the ship, overseeing things on the ship. Everybody else has kind of gotten to do a little bit of things. Janyunka has went on a couple dates with one of the guard captains for the purple dragons, and secured some cell keys, I guess. And then Jessa has went and done some interesting things too, and went on a sort of a date of her own. And so, I don't know if you'd call it a date. You know, there wasn't no wine, but you know there was the dine. Anyway, so. But yeah, so she found out some stuff, and then Fulidar went out and found out some stuff disguised as courtesan, and yeah, and then Fallon and Kablooey were working on some art trades and got some basically some really valuable patents for their art, basically like a notary.
So they actually managed to get good art out of that.
Actually, he's painted a second one that's worth even more.
Nice.
But I think he donated that one to the church. So you know.
I love it. Oh, that is so cool.
We technically
Ka is a prodigy.
Call it in art business, you call it a letter of certificate for authenticity.
Yeah, certificate of authenticity.
I love how Call Bluey is just this cleric who's just like experienced so much trauma with the group he travels with.
Oh, we finally started. It's an ad break.
that he freaking paints to relax, and his paintings make him a killing.
That's not an ad break for me because I'm on Prime.
And the nice thing is, we know that.
Yeah, you gotta be subbed or have Prime.
A little bit fond of flowers, so it's a good starting point to get more of investment from the game.
So we've got a number of different rewards for our fake little trading company here.
So we've established a trading company now.
Yes, that's correct. In order to gain the audience with the Queen, we wanted to present her with something reasonable before we propose a grant. So we collected quite a few things in that time. We've got this picture which is painted by Kazooie, which is going to be amazing.
Who's now well known throughout the town, probably.
Yeah, we've been going around spreading the name of our trading company throughout the town.
Yep, I signed our trading
very
company
sad.
on the painting.
You know, yeah, he signed it on the painting, and now I have this just a satchel of cinnamon, just to give to her because I know she's running low on cinnamon. Also, something with the gardener.
Yeah, somebody died.
Me.
Killed a man.
So now my ship is part of a trading company.
Did you say it wasn't me? Is it?
Luckily, the gardener was not important.
My ship is part of a trading
She
company.
just said it wasn't me.
Alan would ask Cutler a few questions because he has some business proposals for Cutler because
I'm listening.
we need
I think
when
the
we are a
flowers.
trading company, we also need trading ships, and the flying bitch would be a nice
Burning
flying.
fish. Burning
Yeah,
fish.
flying.
What did it get
burning
renamed to? What did they disguise the name as? It was...
It was Star Anchor.
No, it was the name of the ship. Name of the ship. They disguised it to something else.
I don't like that. I was happy with the name of my ship.
You can change it back, okay?
Yeah. No. It's just covered up with a tarp that says something else. Because of the idea that the burning bitch was
very professional.
no is plenty professional. It's just a known pirate ship, and you didn't want to be docked in the Cormyr region with that
Okay, I'm okay
standard
with that.
flying.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and since we want to get
I don't
your
remember
ship
what I
flying,
put it as.
and you want a flying ship trading company, you could start the first of our fleet of our ships would be flying.
You want to play asking Cutler about this real quick?
It might be on Cutler's. Sheet. I thought it was something like something to do with like a bugle or like a clarion type thing.
No, it was not added at all. The last thing that's added was Cutler Storm, the little javelin thing that.
I have to go look now because
So the
I'm
last thing,
curious.
James, that I had discussed with you as Spoiler was basically just being like, look, all right, we're audiencing, getting money from a queen, and we're using it to jumpstart a larger operation to the stars.
Yeah.
Which is what we talked about. It was like, you agreed. It was just begrudgingly, but it was like, okay, great. And now
Fallon might get me to agree happily, though.
yeah, like what you're seeing is just we're changing things, and you're just like
The Gazelle's arrow, is that it?
I
The
think
blaring
that was
bitch.
it, 'cause that was-
Oh, the blaring bitch. Yeah, it's called the blaring bitch, and it's the symbol is now a trumpet.
Oh yeah.
A lady with a trumpet. Yeah.
A banshee with a trumpet. Let's make it a banshee with a trumpet.
Sure. Yeah, but it's whatever that's not the burning bitch lady. You know, like that.
Whatever was your figurehead, it now has a trumpet.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. If we make it the blaring bitch and it's just a banshee with a trumpet, Cutler would smile at that.
I mean, anybody who's half religious still would know that you probably are paying tribute to Umberly. So there is that.
I mean, but how many religious people are there really?
So-
In a fantasy realm where gods are like actually real, probably two.
Yeah. So,
Probably two, at least two.
2 out of 6.
This is something
Out of
interesting to
6.
think. In real world, religion exists because of faith. When the gods are clearly known, faith isn't really an issue.
Yeah, but there will still be. I was gonna say there will still be those that are just like, yeah, I don't care who he is. You know, like I don't believe in that
exactly.
BS.
It's like,
You know?
yeah. The stubborn ones.
And there's still gonna be people that can see magic performed in front of them and just be like, yeah, it's some kind of trick. You know, like.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's get on. Let's meet with the queen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
We all thinking much too small because Fallon would ask for Cutler the big question: would you be our admiral?
Is admiral more important than captain? Question mark?
Higher actually.
Yes,
you get
it
your
is,
own-
yes,
not
yes.
Only one ship, you get your fleet of ships.
Fuck yeah!
That is true. Okay.
Cutler hears you say he'd have more than one ship at his disposal, and you see his teeth just showing, almost if he's about ready to bite you, but you can tell he's smiling. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good thing to keep in mind for the future, because if we get your ship flying, we will be probably in the art of requiring more ships.
Cutler
That's
just
the
immediately goes, "All right, I don't mind controlling more than one ship."
If I gotta have my arm twisted, you know.
And if only all people's desires were just so clear cut as yours, Cutler.
What? I'm basic. Give me my ships, give me some sex, and give me some food.
Oh, and you get a new hat.
That he kind of grimaces at because he doesn't wear a hat. He likes his pink mohawk.
Hey, you're the admiral. You can wear whatever you want, bud.
Yeah, just cut a hole in the top of it.
Yeah.
I will wear a medallion to symbolize my authority.
So,
Wise move indeed.
oh, one thing. Did we find something out about the conspiracy against the Queen, or do we just playing along?
I believe that the only thing you actually found out, like the only thing that you actually found against or about the conspiracy is that a lot of people disagree with her as far as, you know, what she gives us.
Was the aphrodisiac plant not a plot against her? Was that just her?
That was just some gardener.
No, that was the gardener that didn't you end up killing the gardener? Yeah. But it was just the gardener. He just couldn't get it up, apparently. No, okay.
Whoever planted these plants that killed all the flowers that the queen liked. And
Okay, so let's recap for James.
Yeah.
How do we do this?
I'm also like, why do I do this? But you know, like, okay, so it's because I'm sick in the head. Anyway, so there was the queen. You guys have come to know that the queen likes hibiscus flowers. She's also very fond of hibiscus tea. And all of her hibiscus flowers in her royal garden were dying off. And it was because this gardener had planted some flowers near it, some plants near it, that were essentially small eggplants.
Oh no!
But they would absorb the nutrients from the flowers, and of course the flowers were dying off because of these basically invasive flowers, invasive plants. And it turns out that these small eggplants were what were they called? Like they're basically aphrodisiacs, but they're basically hymns or Viagra for medieval Viagra, you know, like they were called like the devil's eggplant or something like that. You know, I don't know, it's something like that. I don't remember, but it was basically, they basically look like a little eggplant, and yeah,
eggplant
so
that's purple, or the original eggplant that actually looked like an egg?
no, like purple.
Okay, so modern
the
eggplant.
emoji. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Because eggplant got its name because actually before we started selectively breeding it, it actually looked like an egg.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, so it turns out it was just for the gardener. He was growing them for himself, as well as the idea that he was turning around and selling the thing as a remedy.
As you would.
You know, because he could make a little bit of coin off of it, because, you know, he was the queen's gardener, and though he was decently paid, he figured, you know, why not make some more money off of it. Yeah. So yeah, so
Pay for his sins.
yeah, and now he's paying for it. So
He passed it.
Is he buried in the garden?
So that's the conspiracy of the queen?
No, there is an actual conspiracy, but we didn't uncover it. What happened was, I thought that was part of it. Like, I was trying to get the gardener to admit to some grand conspiracy, and he was just like, no. And I was like, oh, this is so boring. Kill him. It's like,
And then just
yeah.
oh, he's in the
Yeah. Tessa has the gardener in her bag of holding.
Is the bag going to become a body bag now?
It's a body bag of holding.
If it works, it works. Just don't open it in front of the queen.
For my homebrew games, body bag of holding.
We found who was killing your plants.
This bag of holding can only hold dead bodies.
Don't worry. He is paid with ultimate suffering.
Let's see how this audience goes. So this is gonna be interesting.
This is going to be horrible.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys are you guys basically when it comes time for your audience, you guys get pulled into what is basically like an audience chamber, basically like a holding area.
Before we get there, the rest of the crew actually finally sees my character not in her armor, but in a regal outfit.
Oh right, because you're experienced with this type of thing.
And I'm also a noble.
That too. I just tie my hair up like.
Cutler kind of just looks over at you. You clean up nice.
I say there are some perks to nobility, and I may look into it someday.
How do I look? Does my hair look straight? I mean, I'm slightly concerned.
Dashing is always.
Do you have hair?
Yes, I have the pink mohawk.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't figure it was hair though. I always pictured it as like dragon spines or something. Like a crest, more like a crest.
No, it's actually hair. Also, I'm just gonna turn my camera off because it just keeps freezing.
Uh-oh. No, don't do it.
I was gonna say.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It would be better if it's frozen.
Come back on.
Yeah.
Come back on and
He's on a pose.
Because when you turn it off, it's gonna alter everyone. So
yeah, then I got to remove everybody around again.
I will try to get it to freeze on a pose that isn't blurry then.
Just stay in like a picture pose for the entire.
Just do like this the whole time and talk very slow and small. All right. All right. So let me go to get you guys on the map here.
Ooh, that is some fancy looking map.
Okay, you guys are on the map, I guess. Okay, so I just need to get your characters on the map now.
I got myself.
So okay, you guys can drag yourself over to the entrance by where Cutler's at.
Is this a river or is this like some fancy stonework?
It's marble. It's black marble.
Okay, because it looks like water.
Yeah, it's black marble. And why is who is this
Why
Folidar?
am I so tiny?
Oh, Folidar again. Hang on, I fix you.
There we go.
Hey, new art for Folidar.
Right, I can shrink.
No,
There we
new
go.
art for Folidar. That's not the
You weren't there for the change in art that I did.
Okay, is Folidar the right size? Is he still small?
He is now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's right there. You're right size.
I think I
Are
might,
you still small?
Okay, so also you guys can put yourselves in the marching order that you prefer. Why is is roll 20 acting up on me now? Yeah, it is. I just dragged Jess up there twice, and she's not there on my screen. So here, she's probably there on your screens, but
I will be right back. I have to go
don't
to the
see
back front.
Okay.
Oh wait.
So
no,
I would say, Januka, I would ask you to like be at the head of us. And I was just saying like lightly behind you.
Yo, Jesus.
Oh, there are.
Goddamn.
Are we supposed to dress nice? I didn't bring a second suit of clothes.
Oh, this isn't threatening at all. We're surrounded by Teslas. They can snap on us at any moment.
there. See, now I refreshed and it's okay. There you go. One of those is you. You guys can pick your marching order. That was what I was trying to say.
So where's mine?
I haven't got you there yet.
Can I?
Other people were dragging themselves on there, so I wasn't sure.
There we
So.
go.
Can I disguise my two zombies as like guards and like?
Oh
lock them up
yeah, hold on.
so they don't
Okay.
think-
Here we go.
God.
Here's hoping they don't just blow all of our cover down.
What do you you have to do you have the money to pay for it? You have gold to pay for it, right?
Most likely.
Okay, so
I mean, she is the treasurer as
For
well.
disguises.
well, yeah, because I'm saying you got to buy. You'd have to buy whatever you wanted them to dress in as guard stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah. How much?
Depends on how you want them dressed.
Uh,
You know,
You want them in full plate? That's 1,500 a piece.
1,500 gold.
I think that's how much full. Oh no, full is 500 gold, right?
I was like, oh,
How much would 100 gold get me?
just put like-
1/5 of that.
For their face.
I'm hang on one second.
Probably get with fine clothing. For
Yeah, no,
them,
plate armor. No,
like
plate. I was right. Plate armor is 1,500 gold.
leather with a full leather armor with leather helmets and fine clothing.
You could just have them. You could just have them dressed in padded armor or even clothing, but with tabards,
I think that would be best.
and then
I'm trying to be armed.
and then just give them like each give them like a pike or a, you know, maybe just a weapon at their side might be a better idea,
They're like dragging it.
because that's what they're dragging their pike.
Yeah, they're gonna look the part, but they sure won't play it.
They had a rough night last night.
Ignore them. They're just a little stupid.
Okay, hold on. Let me see something real quick.
Yeah, that sounds fun, tag armor.
Oops.
So yeah, I would definitely just say that Januka. I would want Januka to definitely
Just put them in regular clothes and give them some
padded.
armor, or not armor, but tabards.
Nice.
Leather clothes is 2 gold and plate armor.
Why is soldier not coming up as a? Usually soldier. Oh, maybe that's in. That's probably in Sword Coast Adventurers Guide, which I don't have in here yet. Which I should have in here. I should put it in here. At any rate, where's the guard?
Around 7 gold for.
We're gonna put these guys as bandits.
That's fine. That's
Let-
fine
let-
to anybody.
Yeah, let's say 10 gold rounded up, because we'll figure
10
that it's
gold,
we'll
yeah,
figure
no
that it's
problem.
10 gold per follower, so 30 gold altogether to buy them clothes.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
I would like
Clothes,
to buy
sorry,
it.
clothes and a weapon. If you don't already have weapons, but if you do have weapons, then it's still 10 gold. But you know,
Ah,
Make
you have better
gold,
weapons. You have better
please.
weapons. What do you do here? What Kyle Bluey's up on the balconies for some reason. I don't know what the hell.
oh, wait, this
What
is
happened?
like up top. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it to Januka to announce our presence or to do our introduction, because I feel like as smooth talking as Foldar is, probably not the man that should start the introduction of royalty.
All right. So, when you go in, get ready to go in out of the audience chamber into the throne hall, your friend, is it Udric? I can't remember his name now.
Oh,
Eurocard.
Your card.
Yeah.
Your card.
Yeah, Eurocard. Your friend Eurocard says to Januka, he's like, I know you're a noble, so you understand protocol, correct?
Yes, I do.
And he says, okay, when you head up there, I would just recommend, not saying anything until she says something to you, or until
I'm I'm
somebody
invisible.
says something to you.
I'm invisible.
You're
Oh,
invisible?
it's refreshing. Hold on. Is it
Oh,
gonna actually refresh?
speaking of which, do I have these on here? No, I don't have these on here. Oh, okay, I'll have to put them on there later.
You heard that, right, Polgar?
The only reason I said I was invisible is because my camera initially froze on my chair.
Ron, tell me what's that.
Just the idea that I'm gonna mess around and not follow instructions here, which is entirely possible. But nonetheless, that's why we're leaving it to Januka. She's got experience in this field.
Oh, what we can do is look for suspicious behavior from the other attendees of the.
Okay, so how is everybody dressed except for Kyle Bluey?
Well, my garbs are usually pretty nice.
I
Right.
mean, even though I'm a pirate, I still do dress to impress.
So you're gonna be wearing like your captain's coat and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my garbs are whatever I changed them into right now.
And we
Especially since they're proposing using my ship as part of this.
and we've
yeah,
discussed
I'm dressed.
and we've discussed something that James might not know and that none of the rest of us would know. or none of the rest of you guys would know, is that this isn't Jessa.
I probably don't know.
Yes.
This is Tessa.
Could I see if there's like a?
Voldemort knows it's Tessa.
Could I see if there's like a
does he?
difference in the way she's acting?
You might. Does she look different?
She does look different. She is shorter.
Can I make a perception check to see if like Cutler notices that, or if he's too oblivious?
I think you would notice if someone was shorter, but depends on how much
How much shorter are we talking?
Cutler's huge. He probably wouldn't actually.
She's 5 foot. Exactly.
And how big is the other one, Tessa?
Like 5, 6, 5, 7.
Okay, make a perception check for Cutler, because yeah, he might not notice that just because he's gigantic, you know.
White hair now. She doesn't really have pupils.
I was gonna say, I watched her
13.
kill a man. I just assumed like I know the changes occurred.
14.
I just wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure if if anybody would be aware of that there was a possible change. That's so.
Oh,
But,
okay.
14.
You would all see the change now because she said, like you said, she's just got white hair and no pupils. And
Cutler just looks over and is confused as fuck.
More like changeling.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm not reacting to it at all. I'm just like, yeah, that's part of course. That's changing.
okay,
Cutler has not, but you're also a changeling, so you
Yeah, that's
know.
yeah. So you're like, you notice that she is shorter, and you notice that the hair's white, and you just kind of like, rolling with it. So.
Props for you for having pride in our culture. No, that's me. It's just I'm gonna stay brown.
If your perception check wasn't that high, I might have been like, I mean, it was a 14. So I mean, if it was like a 10, like an average perception check, I would say, that you not only noticed, but that you were kind of distracted by it. But in this case, we'll just say you're just rolling with it. You know she's a changeling, so All right, so
Danuka would probably ask, so who is that, and where is Tessa?
Like that
I'm
is.
Tessa. That was just like a boring one.
just the boring one.
So because I rolled high enough, I understand that she's a changeling. In other words.
Yeah, you already knew that
Okay.
though.
I go over to Januka and
You already knew that when she changed into the bullywug that she.
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I go up to Januka and tell him these two are changelings, and I just point at Foladar and Tessa.
Well,
Sorry
I'm
if it's a bit
about-
spoilery.
She didn't kill the guard she messed around with, so he must have did a good job. The gardener, nope, he didn't. He wasn't so lucky.
Gun was lucky. Yeah.
Okay, so
I
I
grew
will,
up with
the etiquette is that we are not to speak until we are spoken to.
I wasn't here for that. I was in the bathroom, so.
yes.
We'll see. Just see how it goes. Whee!
Okay, this is Eurocard. He's going to kind of follow, come in as you guys go in, and then kind of step off to the side here, and allow you to just move forward. And you can see at the end of the hallway is, there's several guards lining the throne room, the throne hall, and then up near the queen's, up near the queen's diocese, whatever. I don't know, that is 4 purple dragon knights, and next to her throne is some of you would recognize Navari.
We're actually seeing purple dragon knights. Wow.
I just like mutter under my breath
Well, this guy's a purple dragon knight too,
like,
but
thanks.
your card's a purple dragon knight too.
Yeah.
So, as protocol, how far up should we go initially?
When he steps aside, you're allowed to go up all the way to where the like that hexagon or octagon thing is.
Okay.
All the way up here where the little crown symbol is. At least I think that's a crown.
Yep. For the purposes of this the crown of Suzale. I'm gonna reveal something too. This map here. Because we don't do any of this for a good amount of profit lately or anything. So we don't have any profit yet. But you know what I'm saying. But let me increase the height to that. I think it is. Yeah. And so this dude on Patreon makes these maps, the Turkographer. So
Yes.
we can promote that dude. Turkographer on Patreon. Go check him out. You can go grab his maps.
I like Trepeku's maps a lot.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah.
So should I roll a perception check if I want to see if there's anything else in this room?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it depends on what you're looking for, but go ahead. You may all make perception checks if you'd like. I'm sure you would all be looking around and trying to assess your surroundings somewhat.
Yeah, Cutler's too enamored.
Maybe Caw wouldn't, because he's just kind of enjoying the moment. He might be he's just enjoying the moment.
Cutler's not used to the high life. He's used to being like a fancy pirate, essentially, so he's just looking in awe at the fantasticness of this place.
Well, most of you, aside from Jinyuka, are also just used to being adventurers also. So you know, sometimes you would have your head on a swivel anyways, you know.
So
Cutler's just fascinated by
I
the
want as the
greatness.
Polidar that it's just like I'm just doing my bit where I'm really dumb. I'm just like, wow, wondrous world. But really, in reality, I'm just like, about 12,
Basic.
13.
It was just sheer fate that when I found this map, it was like kind of a purplish hue, and I just thought that was perfect for the Crown of Suzail because you know, the Purple Dragon Knights is a Cormyr thing, and Suzail is the capital city. So I thought that was kind of a neat thing.
Is it fate or is it destiny?
It's destiny. It's destiny. Now you make me want to play Destiny 2. Anyway, okay, so okay, so you're gonna move up to there.
White guy.
We're moving.
Okay, so everybody get up to where you're gonna be on that little pedestal type thing.
How much do I command the zombies, or do they just follow me?
Oh, they just follow you.
Oh, please tell me she left the zombies at the damn ship.
No, she brought them dressed as guards.
And people believe that?
Yep.
I mean, hey, as long as
They're
I
dressed
actually
as
do
guards.
it,
They're a little bit slow moving, and they're kind of, well, they're very smelly, but you know that's how that works.
Okay, then. That works, I guess.
they're good guards.
They don't need sleep.
Tireless guards
Or money.
with undead fortitude. I got tavern music on still. Hang on. All right, let me turn that
I
off.
don't even hear the music.
Yeah, you probably have it turned off in roll 20.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
I can hear or see voice? No, that's
Oh,
not
right
it.
now I don't have any music going on the. Hold on, let me see. What's...
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, I just turned it off. That's why. But I
It just turned
mean,
off.
Where in the settings do you enable that?
That is
hold on one second.
Audio and video.
Audio and video.
I got
Yeah,
it.
somewhere.
Okay, I just turned it up to 100 and I still hear nothing.
That's because I turned it off. I just told you, silly.
It's not on.
There's nothing on.
There-
Let me know when.
You just you'll know. Hold on. If it's turned up to 100 and you can hear through your disc your browser, you'll hear it. Hold on one second. I'm looking for
I'll probably have to turn it
looking
down.
for the appropriate music is what I'm looking for actually.
I'm actually going to turn it down to 36 because I have a feeling 100 will blast me.
I'm gonna say
Yep.
I would turn it down. I was gonna say I would turn it down to at least 50, but well, I guess I don't have what I want in there. Interesting. No.
Folidar, you have made me need to upgrade freaking Cutler's image.
To be fair, it took me about 300 iterations of.
Let's try this.
Don't you have like a sleeve?
I will say that looks a lot more noble than the version that you used to have.
I mean, to be fair, it's almost like looking at the old token, which I can see, you can see a Roll20, and then putting it next to the token of the AI one. I literally used the reference of the old token to make it. It's almost the exact same outfit and hairstyle, just a little messier looking.
Which I think looks cool.
It does. I agree.
Can you hear it now?
What AI site did you use for that?
Yes.
Oh, I can hear
Can you
it.
hear? Can you hear it now, James?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
Very faintly, but yes.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit too. So okay. All right. So you get up there, and the Navari, the tiefling that's next to the queen, leans over to her and whispers something to her, and the queen nods, and Navari walks forward and says, "I present to my queen the Star Anchor Trading Company." And she says, "You may proceed." And she walks back. And does anybody step forward at all?
I
I was about to say, I'd assume
I'm just-
Januko would.
I'm looking at Januka. I'm gonna do it.
I curtsy.
And then
I
the
also
queen,
curtsy.
the queen. Okay, nice. Then the queen
That was
says,
just
the queen says,
other bows.
right? Okay. So the queen then says, "What brings us to you? What brings you to us today, seeking this audience?"
I am Januka Wallbreaker of the family Wallbreaker. I am here with my compatriots of the, what is it again? Anchor?
Star.
Star Anchor Trading Company.
Trading Company.
Whisper it to Januka as they're like of the
Well, I'm just
starting.
the player, not the character, but and we wish an audience with you to ask of you a favor.
Wow, there's money right now.
I see.
She says, the queen says, "Well met, Januka Wallbreaker." She says, "May your name echo in these halls and to the four winds."
Your most gracious man.
I don't know what they'll do.
She says, "What favor would you ask of your queen?" Well, I guess I probably am not your queen, but what favor would you ask of me?
The proposal, I will allow my compatriot Folidar to explain it in full.
I look over at Fulidar, and before he steps up, whisper, "Could I step up with you?"
Ill-advised, my good friend.
Just mention that I'm the admiral.
Right? Just you may need to take that time to turn tell if this goes awry.
Okay, are you going to step back with Januka when Folidar steps forward? Okay.
Step back.
Just mention I'm the admiral. That's all. That's all I say.
Well met, Your Highness. I take it you are in good spirits.
And she says, "I am."
Well, this is absolutely wonderful. I was taught from a young age to never ask for a favor without giving something in exchange. And
Now-
for that reason, I would like to beseech to you things that were requested of us, the Star Anchor Trading Company. So, I present to you, as I just take it out, just like cinnamon. I
Okay.
was like, wait. And it's like cinnamon.
Okay.
And I just stand there.
Okay, now you... Okay. Navari looks at the queen and steps forward. And she basically makes this path. This is like, you can tell the thing's on a raised platform. Yeah, and she kind of does this kind of path over up to you to retrieve the cinnamon. And she kind of looks at you like quizzically, and because you're in like regular Folidar form, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. She kind of looks at you quizzically, and she says, "The queen thanks you," and she says, she looks at it and she says, a rare
Wait.
a rare gift indeed."
I respond to that by saying, I thank you for gracing me with such a beautiful face.
Well,
If tieflings could blush, she would do so. Well, if red tieflings could blush,
I was about to say it's because she's red.
so maybe her cheeks glow a little. Who knows? You know. So she says, and then she bows, and then she heads back up toward the where the queen is.
Wait, didn't we have other gifts?
Yes. Gotta wet the whistle and go through the conversation. It's the art of the deal.
And then
Januka's gonna hate us. She has to keep running down to get things like that.
Navari.
Yeah, Navari, my bad.
That is only but one of many things that I want to bequeath to you, because what I'm going to ask of you is a favor that I feel most royalty would scoff at if they were not savvy investors. And then I present this coin, one of the plats, and I just kind of want to flick it upward to that area. It's probably gonna fail, but I'm trying to look cool. So can I roll to do it? Even I'll just.
Can I help him by encouraging him?
14.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Make a dex. Yeah, go ahead and give him an advantage, because Cutler gives you a good slap on the back as you're getting ready to throw it.
So you get advantage.
What's the roll for?
You're making a.
Wait, I'm going to touch full there really quick. Give him guidance.
Guidance. Okay, so guidance and advantage. Okay, and so you're rolling. You can either make an attack roll. Probably be your best bet.
And Talon gonna give us 14 for the portent for the stay.
So it's an automatic 14 if you roll less.
Nice.
A regular attack roll, right?
Yeah, just an attack roll. Yep.
Let's see this, baby.
Okay, so it's a 14 with guidance.
So roll a d4.
D4. I'm just
It's
gonna
a
use the
it's a
blessed
14 on the
D4.
die.
Yeah, because it's 12 is what he rolled, but the portents gives him a 14.
15.
Well,
Oh wait, plus it's a 14, so
it'd
plus
be a
3.
7 on the die
17.
for the 12.
Yep.
What?
17.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. So it'd be 17 on the die with the portent.
Yep.
Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean?
Wait. Plus 5 because
So
you're on
19.
strike.
Oh, you're saying
Yep.
it's 5 plus the 14 would be 19, right?
And then plus 3 because of the bless or the guidance. So it'd be a 22.
19 plus
Yeah,
3 is 22. Yeah.
I like the idea that
There's
we.
a modifier of 3 and proficiency bonus of 2, so 5 bonus to 14 is 19, and
And then
Yeah,
the 3
20.
from 22.
Yeah, and the 3 is actually from guidance, not bless, but that's just,
I use.
it's the same thing. It's a D4. All right, so you throw it extremely well. It lands. It comes to a stop like just before the queen's lap, and it kind of stops and it hovers in space and it spins around in circles for a second, and then you notice that Navari has a finger up and she's kind of doing this with her finger, like waving it around, and then she guides it gently toward the queen's lap.
Tell me, have you ever seen currency such as this?
And you see the queen, one of the queen's eyebrows arch, like you just threw a coin at me, like.
Yeah.
Like I am now concerned.
Just so you know, we're not here to kill you, because I could have just done that.
And then she looks.
Don't say
Then
that.
then she looks over. She looks over at Jinyunka like, this is someone you brought into my court, and then she looks back. She looks back at the coin, and she looks back at Fulidar, and she says, I see you are definitely merchants, all about the coin," and looks at the coin, and she says, "Oh yes, I recognize this."
Well, that didn't work.
And we're good. And so you must recognize where it comes from.
Well, yes, I do. In fact, I almost would question why you have it.
Oh fuck.
What if I were to say we have found a way to travel the stars? Expanding beyond the reach of the known lands.
I would say almost any wizard can do that. And I would also say it's pretty obvious from the coin that you handed me that you have found this.
Wizardry. It's very quaint, niche. But what I'm talking about is an opportunity to merchant across the stars. queen.
She looks for a moment. She looks over at Navari. She says, "Go on."
Yes.
Our realm has so many different resources.
Possibilities.
And each resource has taught us so many things, so many components for so many spells. What if we were to pool resources from other worlds? Could you imagine not just the ability that they could produce?
I'm just imagining in my head right now having somebody in our world give this conversation, and I'm just imagining the queen looking like you're fucking nuts.
But not just the abilities, and not just the resources, but the financial impact they can behold. Not just financial, but resources for spells, maybe resources for everyday work, or even
Tea.
resources
Mention
for
the tea. Mention
nice,
the tea.
relaxing things like a cup of tea.
She says, "I do love a good tea."
Yes.
I'm glad you think so. I was informed of another issue of yours that I thought I would take the liberty of
Helping.
rectifying, if you will.
She says,
In relation to tea.
"She says yes." What
Are you
would this?
talking about the thing Reddit?
He's playing on everything we know right now. He's being
Okay,
smart.
time out for 1 second. Time out for 1 second. I can't remember, Stephanie. Were you Tessa when somebody talked to you about the flowers, and was it the queen you talked to directly, or was it?
I was disguised as
You were disguised as a courtesan, right? Or a lady in waiting, one of the two. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were a lady in waiting. That's what it was. Yeah, you were. I think that's what. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. So, but you talked directly to the queen, didn't you, or did you talk to Navari?
Yeah.
Okay.
The queen talked
The queen brought you out there. That's right. I thought so. Okay, so she wouldn't recognize you right now. So okay.
No.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So I sought to rectify your gardening issue by supplying your gardener with something that would repair the damage done to your flowers.
What?
She says.
Yes, we
She's-
supplied them, I look back at Tessa, with something that would repair the damage done to the flowers.
The queen looks at you kind of strangely, and she says, "Damage done to my flowers."
Am I supposed
Yes.
to go on?
The benefit of being a prolific merchant as ourselves allows us the ears of many different people in this town. And I only sought to help, so I figure I take it upon myself to present you with a gift that goes well beyond our visit today.
She says, "What makes you think I have any damaged flowers?"
Well, perhaps I misheard them. Nonetheless, if there were such flowers, they are surely not to be damaged anymore.
Guess I can face my face into the lady in waiting.
Okay, she turns toward before you do that. She turns toward Navari and says something quietly.
I'm back.
Let's see, Fuladar. Okay, so all of you except for Kaw can make a perception check.
A perception check, you say?
Yes.
I don't even care if I pass it right now. I'm on fire.
15.
Yeah,
Ouch!
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Folder like, what was wrong with the flowers?
Okay. You.
Feel faith.
Uh-oh. James, you went off camera
Yeah,
again.
I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, if you can come back on camera so you can.
I can certainly try, but it's probably just gonna freeze again.
Well, no, it's no, yeah, but we want it. We don't. Okay, just no, mind. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. Because the difference is that I have to rearrange everybody in a different spot if you don't have something
okay,
going on.
I see. I got you.
Everybody gets shifted.
I just switched to my OBS virtual cam.
That works. Okay, so
Sorry
No, wait, I
about
still
that.
have guidance, right?
I ended up
Yes.
clicking a few times.
No.
No, actually, in Raw it only works once. In Baldur's Gate it does, but yeah.
Just there.
Okay, so
I rolled a 15.
so Cutler and Tessa and Jenyunka, you hear the Queen say to Navari very quietly. Most of you can't hear it, but the few of you can make out. Actually, Cutler, yours is 15, so you might not be able to make it out, but you might make up part of it. But basically, what Tessa and Jenyuka hear is the gardener obviously has loose lips. Have something done about him.
Oh, fuck.
No worries. That was all. No, I'm not gonna say that out loud, obviously.
Yeah, because you didn't hear, so you didn't hear her say that. So okay.
Now they're gonna think the gardener skipped town.
Right, exactly.
That's all been taken care of. Anyway, no, okay.
Yeah.
So are you gonna change your face?
Trading company.
Yeah, I changed
No,
my
no.
face.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna change my face.
You're gonna change it? You're gonna change it into the lady in waiting, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, no. This is about to go downhill so quickly. We're
Okay.
doing so good.
So
that
this
Tessa
is-
decides I'm gonna do this.
So let's see here. She does have a pretty good perception, but let's see what she does.
Fail.
Let's see what she does for her perception.
Do you hold on. Oliver, do you have a low roll?
4. Yeah, she has a perception roll of 4.
He's using his
So she
point to give her a
rolls 4
4.
on a die.
Okay, can you use it more than once in a day?
Yes, you
I
have 2
a
uses.
14 and a 4.
14 and
You
4.
get
Okay.
2 uses at long rest.
So he's gonna use
That was my last button for the day.
Okay, so she's got a roll of a 4.
Yep.
Plus
Okay.
her
Whatever bonuses.
wisdom.
Okay, so the she only gets an 8 that way.
Body now?
Hold on one second.
Gardener dead, so.
I mean,
No, oh my God.
that's up to you.
She's just gonna just undo everything.
Don't, please, for the love of
I mean,
God,
look, if
don't.
I'm not Foldar if I can't talk
Okay.
out of any action.
So you notice the queen does not seem to even notice or care
Oh,
that
thank
Tessa's
fuck.
face has changed.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay, then she's gonna turn it back after a minute.
Oh my God.
Okay, then she will make another perception check.
So it's fine. It's whatever.
Okay,
It's not like she'll know.
she's like, I'm not sure if I'm seeing right behind that planter. Is there something going on over there with your face?
Fallon would like to step forward to side Foldar.
Cutler's also going to step forward at this point, just to try to like conceal and
A
like.
little bit of attention.
Are we stepping forward now? Okay.
A little bit,
You see this guy here and this guy here both like look at each
Your
other.
Highness,
Oh no.
Things are
Your
going
Highness,
downhill.
To hasten things a little bit, we are a trading company, and we are trading a lot of services. Since we helped with one problem, we can help with a lot of other problems. And since we asked for a little favor, we do it not without your what do you call it?
Cutler actually has
Even
an
for
idea.
your favor. It's like a favor that even you would like to give us.
Would Cutler know if there's anywhere we know of that if we got the Spelljammer up and running, would Cutler know if there's anywhere we can get some cinnamon on the regular for the Queen?
So, you know, I was gonna say because we can't get the Spelljammer until we actually have the means. We just
But that's what I'm saying. We could ask for an investment and guarantee we can get our cinnamon on the regular.
I mean, you can almost get cinnamon from anywhere. It's
That's what I'm
it's the travel time that's the issue. But you guys have now, Cutler, James, you weren't aware, but Fuladar has this thing called the Hero's Handy Spice Pouch, which will give you rare cinnamon on the regular.
Cutler leans behind Fallon and whispers to Fuladar, "Do you know of a way to get cinnamon on the regular?"
My
That's not the
friend,
issue.
I don't just know. I am.
My queen, I take a bow. What if I told you for an investment into our trading company to be able to allow our ship to fly to space, we can get you cinnamon on the regular?
She says, the crux of the situation comes out.
Not only that,
Well, I trust by this patent. I trust by this patent that you have Prince Andrew's blessing to arrive and depart the rock whenever you choose.
Indeed.
Quite indubitably.
we have his blessing, yes, indeed. That's one of our trading ports for the.
That is one of our.
company.
That is actually the first port we established.
She says, may I ask then, how you came to be in the possession of such a platen if you don't have a spelljamming ship already?
If you allow
That's the
me,
problem.
it appears that we.
Some of the knights you see looking at each other, and some of the guards are like they looking a little
We
confused.
are borrowing one
They're
currently. We awoke on the rock.
I'm just
we-
looking at them like, oh no, the lies are getting too thick.
We were kidnapped by mind flayers, and we were not infected. We were somehow rescued before that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
Telling
not-
the truth now.
We have no
Yes,
idea how this happened. I do
Yes,
not
Butler.
think. Hold on. I do not think lying to a queen, especially when trying to make business, is smart.
Oh,
So I'm telling the whole truth. We have no idea how we were kidnapped by mind flayers. We have no idea how we were rescued. All we know is we awoke in the prisons on the rock. We met with the king, and we got his blessing, and were loaned a spelljammer for now. We look to make our ship, my ship, which, what did we call it? The Blaring Bitch?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Blaring Bitch into a spelljammer to start off this venture.
Your Highness, if I may I take a moment to speak with my associate?
Of course. And loud one, of course you mean the prince.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
He is
I
not a
do
king, and nor was his father, nor was his father's father.
Yes,
Interesting information.
the story is quite interesting told, but it lacks some crucial points. Yes,
I'll
one of the
look
points is
over.
why we are exactly here.
I want to look over to Fallon and be like, I'll leave the continuing for you. Just make sure we still have a deal until I come back. And I just like pull
that's-
Cutler aside.
What?
And I just like pull him back to the back of the crowd here.
Whee!
Just like,
Your Highness,
Can I-
Your Highness,
Doing-
you heard most of our story. It's quite dramatic, and yes, we were abducted away from the illicit, and we are liberated by the Elven Armada, so to speak, and got in custody, and after a quarantine, we are set free on the Rock of Val, and yada yada yada, as our captain told. We are now here, and there's a crucial point to all of that. All the evidence that pointed us to why or where or whom abducted us pointed us to a place not far from here.
She
Please tell me-
she says, Heronshire.
Please tell me by telling the truth we've earned some favor with her at least.
so I just took the Cutler. I'm just like, do you understand what you've done? By enabling the truth, you have lost most of our leverage in this conversation. Now she knows that we are on a loan and that we absolutely require the money in order to sustain our own. You have absolutely
Cutler just
my awesome
playfully
negotiation.
Cutler just playfully puts his hand over Foladar's mouth. Telling the truth will earn us more than lying to a queen.
God, you have a pirate's intuition. Oh,
So, since we are so desperately honest to you, yes, it's Heronshire, and that's our main goal for our next business adventure, so to speak.
She says, and how much is this investment going to cost?
Now's the
So,
fun part.
you would be part of an investment for a new spell ship. So around 10 or 15,000.
Yes.
But we are not only providing you with investment for the ship. If you provide us with a letter of marque, all our
Free cinnamon.
and free cinnamon, all our blunders would be
Free
What
cinnamon.
about a
mainly
Cormyr
sold in this
thing?
port. And if you think so, if you invest in the repair and the upgrade of the ship in your own port, you invest in your own economy. That's a win-win situation for us.
I'm not for sure who's better at this persuasion shit right now, Fallon or Folidar.
I mean, we're just tag teaming, but I assure you, Queen, it is very beneficial for us both, as you will be the only kingdom to trade through the stars. You will see booms in commerce, tourism will go up inevitably, and we're talking about being the only source in our land of many different resources.
She says,
Nobody will talk about cities like Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep.
she,
I can see it now. Suzel, Lord of the Land.
See, that's in the stars, and the Star Anchor Company.
you when you say Suzail, Lord of the Land, you hear Navari go,
Ah, ladies of the land.
and then she smiles and like nods to the Queen, and the Queen's like, okay, you know, I see you're sucking up, but I like it, you know, like that, you know.
Did us actually tell
Well, you telling her the truth actually kind of made her nervous. Hey, put your OBS camera. Oh, there we go.
in the end?
There you go. So yeah, so you telling the truth actually made her nervous, and she contemplated for a moment whether or not to signal the guards to get the knights to get a little closer to you guys, on the off chance that you were infected by mind flayer tadpoles.
But just to be on the safe side, did it earn us respect in the end because we didn't lie to her?
Probably not.
Some maybe, but right now she's more concerned about the cost.
I was about to say, the whole mind flayer thing is a big thing. Like, we can't just go around telling people that it happened because they'll kill us.
She says, so my investment in part in this would be 10 to 15,000 gold.
Exactly, and as a little bit present, and that you know that we will return from our endeavor to Ravenshire, we would like to present you with a piece of art from our experienced artist.
How known is Coblui in this land right now for
So
the art?
we've been spending our entire time.
He's
here trying to
fairly,
do
he's
things
got some
well.
renown now, but I mean,
Yeah.
In certain circles
I
of fame.
think you should mention his name, the art name he goes by, whether it's his real name or not.
I think he signed
it's
the art off.
Louis.
yeah, it's Cobb Louis.
I give a little handprint.
Yes.
That's my signature.
And the on the document for the affirmation, it's also the
So you're showing her the painting in that? Is that
yes,
The painting and the certificate
okay?
of authenticity.
She's like,
yes.
so you're the little one I've heard so much about.
Yeah.
And she says it's phenomenal. She says, but how did? And she looks over at Navari. She's like, Navari. I mean, oh my God, goodness.
Come on.
And
come on.
she stands up and she walks down here to the edge of the thing.
Come on.
And she like literally sits down on her bottom and hops off the dais to come over to where you guys are at.
Oh, Fallon gives
And she
Louis a
reaches
little
out,
gentle
and she's
twist
reaching
to her
out like toward the painting, like she's got to hold it, you know, like she's gotta have it.
I think your painting secured us.
She says, Navari, did you tell them I loved hibiscus? And Navari says,
Color speaks up.
Navari says, I may have intimated as such, Your Majesty, but I would have never just outright said so.
Cutler speaks up real quickly. We heard rumors through the city.
She's like, she's like, oh well. I hope they were good rumors. And
Indeed.
and she's like, she's enraptured in the painting.
Yes. Yes. Come on.
Our
Cutler,
our little
no one's supposed to know that.
master artist
Oops.
is really fond of you, so I think it wasn't the stars and quite a divination to find that this painting is just painted recently.
And the artist is part of the crew that you're planning on investing in.
Consider this a token of our appreciation.
And Cutler, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
Or actually, no. Just make a straight perception check. Sorry.
Can I
So-
use an inspiration to reroll that?
You could use an inspiration to roll add a d6 to it.
Okay, that works. Where is the nice one?
You're only looking for like a 10.
No,
So
only
yeah,
one.
you only need one. So yeah, you're good. Okay, so you look up and you notice Navari, the tiefling by the throne. Her eyes are kind of wide, and she's doing this motion,
Yeah.
like.
We were supposed to keep that a secret. Oh. But it worked out.
So
I look directly at her and give her a glare enough to say, "Stop the signal."
Well, this-
he's really just pirating us through right now. Like he's come in, he's told the truth, and in most instances it's like,
I mean, it's in character.
yeah, it is. I'm like, oh no, the truth, the worst thing.
Color just looks directly at Navari and just gives her a glare enough to say, "Cut it out."
Just for your information,
And I just like elbow
just like,
Cutler.
I don't have any more aces in my sleeve, so no more slip-ups, please.
Yeah, Navari gives you a glare back like she's unamused.
Tessa is holding her dagger because, yeah.
Oh my god, oh god.
The
So
fight is about to break. I see it coming.
I'm just gonna step right in the middle of our party in the queen here for safety's sake. And I just be like, truly, maybe perhaps it was all just a very fateful coincidence that he painted this picture.
She
But
says,
nonetheless, it is our gift to you.
she says, it is too much of a gift. She says, I will bestow you one in return. However, I need you to look into something for me.
That's why we're here, my lady.
You mentioned mind flayers, and
Indeed.
you affirmed that it was Heronshire that they are that is the source of where you're looking.
Technically, you.
No, I said I said you. No, I said you affirmed.
Yeah.
As in confirmed.
As she said it, and you confirmed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it was a gamble from Talon because he was not sure.
Yeah, no. So she said, and you affirmed that it was from Heronshire, and she says, I need you to go look into it.
Weren't we already gonna do that?
Absolutely, we will.
Are you going to say that out loud, Cutler?
No, I'm thinking that in my head.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm just checking. Just checking. Cutler says a lot of stuff that's out loud. That's maybe
Yeah,
he
no,
shouldn't.
In this instance, Color is just thinking to himself, "Wait, weren't we already gonna do that?" And he kind of looks confused.
It's only natural that a queen would care about the safety of her people.
She
That
says,
much we can do for you.
Anyway, do you have interesting skill sets? So,
I would say that, much so.
she says,
yeah.
she says, if you go and sort that out, I will know that you are as honest as you portray yourselves.
Yes.
And I will also not be afraid that when I invest in you, that you will just fly off into the stars and not come back.
Yes, the honesty worked.
I just give like a little sly win. You invest in us?
She says, yes, when you return, after you've sorted this out, I will grant you, your boon that you ask for. and she says, and because you have granted me such a generous gift, and she just like cannot stop staring at this painting. She says, I will help you in your endeavors to clear this problem. And she says, Navari, and you see Navari kind of like, you see all of a sudden like she just kind of floats up into the air and floats down over next to the queen.
Okay, so even though so that's some sort of high level spellcaster because fly is
I got that image from a while back. She's good.
And she says yes, my queen. She says, I think, how trustworthy are you? You guys admitted the mind flayers. I think 5,000 would be in order.
Right now?
And do you say, does Cutler say that out loud?
Yeah, he's like, wait, what? Right now, you mean?
The queen grins at your enthusiasm and says yes, right now. And
by the way, I will be the admiral of the fleet from the investment.
I will step up and say like, I would very much like to add that to our fund.
We bumbled our way through this like it was nothing.
Yes, our treasurer will handle the funds here.
And as we mentioned, we are planning to upgrade our ship in your port, so it will go back to you.
Okay. If as you guys like are talking to her, you notice that another knight kind of walks out of a side door and walks over to you guys, and he's carrying a rather large chest and sets it down on the floor right in front of him here.
Cutler being one of the bigger ones and not as noble as Januka, because Januka's in nicer clothing, just kind of walks over and picks up the chest.
I will open my bag of holding and say, just put it in here.
Cutler just opens it and starts putting all of the gold in the bag of holding.
Yes. The noble merchant company.
You're gonna open your bag of holding, is that what I heard?
Oh no, there's a dead body in there, no!
Cutler wouldn't know. Cutler wouldn't know.
I know, I'm saying this out of character.
I'm opening it so it's not like the body pours out, but like...
She's secretly opening it, like stealthy enough to just put the gold in.
Oh.
I love this section! We go from...
Okay, hold on. Now I gotta check something.
We go from succeeding to fucking up to succeeding to fucking up to succeeding to fucking up.
That long that I didn't think yet.
because he's in a bag of holding, and because it's essentially like a vacuum in there. It's essentially like an extra dimensional space, like he has not decayed that much, but there would still be somewhat of an odor. So let's see. We're gonna make these at disadvantage.
Does Cutler notice the smell? I have a real quick cover up.
Do you have keen senses?
I do not know. Hold on.
I was about to say, I was going to wait out the roll to see what the play was here, because I'm just like, y'all...
I don't have keen senses.
It's at disadvantage. Thank God it's at disadvantage.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God. That nat 20 would have gotten us doomed. And that means Tessa would have went the nuclear option.
Yeah, it would have meant death.
And we would have all just been doomed from that point.
Yeah, because we're not only fighting our way out of the castle, we're fighting our way out of the kingdom at that point.
You're talking about the dragon.
No. Wanted the queen bee guy gone anyway?
Okay. All right. So none of them have made it. So.
Thank fuck.
So they do not smell. They do not smell that metallic, acrid smell of blood.
I see Folidar confronting Tessa after this.
I'm for sure gonna be like, I in a million years have never seen such horrid negotiations.
And
I cannot believe.
And if they would have smelled it with that lower rolls, it would have been covered up anyways by the stench of your guards.
You're getting us a bad reputation here.
I mean, hey, it's been working so far.
I think it's more memorable reputation.
All right, so
Right.
so 5,000 gold into the party treasure there.
Woo!
Yep.
We're getting there, guys.
Do we get to keep the chest too?
If you want to keep the
Yeah.
chest, yes.
Yeah, it just color.
And it's not actually that big. It's more
Cutler
like
kind of just takes out some of the rope he has and fashions this thing into a backpack.
that big.
Nice.
Sure, yeah, you can keep that. So,
And
5,000 gold.
spirit.
You see Navari kind of steps up next to the queen as the queen walks back up to the throne.
Before she completes that walk, can I just stop her and say, Your Highness, if I may, one more word.
Oh, sure. Okay, she stops about here and she says yes.
You keep yourself in rather fashionable company. This tiefling here, I sense a great deal of wisdom from her, far beyond any of the men I've met in this town. And do you well to keep her by your side, if you appreciate my professional opinion, of course.
She says, well, and she looks around and she sees all the knights and the guards and that, and she says, you would do well to keep your opinions on such matters to yourself. She says, but I appreciate your candor.
Forgive me.
We bumbled our way through this completely.
I just did that for character's sake. I like Poldar is just like impressed with Navari generally, so he's just like, I gotta make sure. That
And then she says, and then as she's walking away, she continues to walk away. She looks kind of back at you and gives you kind of a grin and says, "But yes, she is a very good companion, and she does serve me well."
Thank fucking God we made it through this.
we ain't out yet. We're not out of here yet.
I mean, fair, but
And Navari comes over to you, Foladar,
Oh, is my cover blown?
and she kind of reaches out to caress your face. Do you let her?
Yes.
Oh.
And I do so with a straight face, looking directly at her.
She says, I like this look. And then she turns her back and she floats back up to the.
is she high enough to have fucking true sight and sees through the changeling bullshit?
No, but she knows something's up.
Yeah. I'm sitting here dropping hints and stuff, and she's just like,
She knows something's up because when she first met Foladar, he was a woman.
Oh God!
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to see if we have an in with her. So I'm just dropping hints. And so I'm like, we're good. 'Cause you and I both know secrets.
The only one who knew about the spices was Foladar, about the cinnamon.
Well, she
But it
gave
was
me
Foladar in the woman form.
Oh, so I dropped the bag. Oh.
And the only one who knew about the hibiscus was Foladar, really, except for then Tessa got, I think it was Tessa at the time. Tessa or Jessa got hints about the hibiscus because she was taken to the royal gardens.
So we really bumbled our way through this.
When I tell you that every time you said something, I was like, but no, my plan, no, what's it? Yeah, like, just like, what's he doing?
I think the priest at the temple told Kaw and Oliver about the hibiscus too.
Okay, so
because I asked for the painting.
all in all, you guys could buy a spelljamming ship if you were able to find a spelljamming ship. You guys could buy one for somewhere between 20 and 40,000 gold. If you could find one. If you knew somebody that had one or could build one.
Well, we know that we have
But
connections
to
at
get
the
them-
Rock of Ball.
What?
But to get one built, would be right around 100,000 gold, probably.
Well, we're buying
you can get an
upgrade.
airship built for about 25,000 gold, but you can't get
Yeah,
to the
but,
Rocker Brawl in an airship.
Yeah, but we got to get us a Spelljammer when we get the opportunity.
Why did we ask for only 10 or 15?
Because we were originally told that that's how much it would cost to transform my
It was
ship.
20,000, I believe. And what happened was, I was trying to argue 15 and start the negotiation there.
Well, no, we were originally told in the first couple of sessions that.
I don't know who.
transform my
Yeah,
ship-
I don't know who you were told that by.
Your ship into.
It wasn't me that told you that though.
I thought it was 20.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It was you.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't me that. It wasn't me that told you that. It was me that told you that that you could have a spelljamming ship for about 20,000.
Oh, we might have misinterpreted it then.
That's might be a problem.
Well,
But that's if you could find somebody with a spelljamming ship that would be willing to sell it for 20,000.
I was about to say, don't worry.
Question. How many people are on the spelljamming ship that's waiting for us?
There is not a spelljamming ship waiting for
They
you.
took off. Yeah, they didn't.
I thought they were still waiting.
Why would they be waiting? You reneged on your deal, and they were only going to wait for a couple days.
Oh shit.
And you guys have been literally like almost a month travel now, I think.
Shit.
We'll see them again. Have no fear, Cutler. It is not about how. It is simply about getting to the next step.
Are we out of the throne room now? Like, can we?
No,
leave?
we're not. We're still in here.
No, but you guys can be. We can put you to the other map.
Really,
I take a bow and then
I do
kinda
too.
Turn around.
if everybody else steps back, I will step forward again, and I will thank you, McQueen, for seeing us. My compatriots, unfortunately, are not as learned in courtly manner as I am, so I would beg your forgiveness for their behavior, but I hope we at least entertained you.
She says, yes, it has been very enlightening for sure. And she says, and I have dealt with merchants in the past, so she says, I will be honest with you. You're a card. Come forward.
Purple Knight.
So
My boyfriend.
this guy comes up here, and he comes up all the all the way up to between you guys and and in front of you guys, and he says, yes, my queen. She says, are you champion enough to protect me? And he says, yes, my queen. And then she says, very good then. And he says, knights dismissed. And all the purple dragon knights take off. Like every purple dragon knight and every guard takes off.
Is she wanting us to fight?
No, she's trusting.
She wouldn't get rid of her guards if she wanted to fight. And she says, you're a card. Are you powerful enough to protect me from the other room? He looks at Jinyunka, and he looks at Jinyunka again, and he says, yes, my queen. And
You're a card. Dismissed.
and he walks off and goes into the other room himself.
Oh, this is interesting.
And she says, what I am hoping your endeavor will lead to is, I'm sure with all these rumors you've been hearing, that you've heard some rumors that are not so good, and that the people have questioned my ability to govern because of my... Well, they've mistaken my kindness for weakness. And because of my philanthropic deeds, they have questioned whether or not our coffers are full enough to do such deeds. And this interaction between us and this deal between us, no, not that. This deal between us will, if it is as fruitful as I believe it could be, will offset the coffers enough that no one will question me again.
Yes. The whispers were prevalent when we arrived, but nothing that we would do anything more than overlook. That you allowed us this attendance alone shows your wherewithal.
She she says, had I said this in front of these knights, some of these knights may have well spread rumor. They are just people after all. And she said she says
Be like, they are just man.
she says, so I am trusting you, having been honest with me, to not spread the rumors further. And she says, and I'm also trusting that you will take care of matters in Heronshire, and I am offering my good friend. And when she says that, you see Navari actually tear up a little. She says, "I'm offering my good friend Navari a chance to go with you if you wish."
Absolutely.
Is taken aback, like visibly so.
Cutler immediately just goes, absolutely, we will take her with us.
Your Highness,
Absolutely not.
Your Highness, but surely not having her by your side will cause you some form of disrepute. Why?
She says, I'm only offering out of hospitality. She says, I fully trust you. If you do not need her with you, then I fully trust that you will take care of matters or die trying.
Oh, we are certainly quite happy to take her along with us, and we will take utmost certainty that she will be returned to you in pristine shape.
No. I don't agree. We should not take her.
Let us have a moment to discuss as a group.
Do you fear company?
She says,
let us have a moment to discuss.
She says, very well. Discuss amongst yourselves. I am retiring, and she walks off and
Let's
takes
walk
off.
down here so that way we're not near Navari. Cutler just takes charge at this point. Follow me. And he just walks down like this corner.
We are difficult.
Well, at least nobody attacked the queen. Now, I have a question though, because Tessa, you wanted to get an audience with the queen. Did you get taken care of what you needed to take care of, or do you not remember what you wanted the audience for?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It is clear that we do not agree on this situation with bringing Navari. Let us...
And you're blind. I have zombies. I have zombies right here.
Our truthfulness has earned respect from the Queen. There is a high chance it will earn respect from Navari as well.
You think she'll be okay with zombies?
Oh jeez, they're right next to me.
She was okay with a bunch of outcasts, including a dragonborn, a kobold, 2 shapeshifters. My assumption is she knows one of you's a shapeshifter based on how kind she was with Fulidar, and a Goliath. I'm pretty sure that's the least of our worries. Also, the fact that we mentioned Mind Flayer, and she completely respected the Queen's wishes and did not kill us.
If I'm thinking quite rationally about this, the aid of Navari, the offer of Navari, is a further extension of her trust.
Exactly.
She is sending her closest companion to monitor us, to ensure the validity of our deal.
Turning this down could be a very bad thing for us.
So you guys would, Fulidar has already, made the insight check that it is essentially a catch-22. If you say no, then the queen's going to have a little bit of concerns because you don't have somebody monitoring you. If you say yes, you're going to have somebody monitoring you, possibly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, exactly.
Well, for Fulidar, it's just generally, Fulidar is like, take Navari,
My chance!
Queen,
And sorry to say it, you see your followers in a really bad light. They're not that bad of a kind of people.
I think you're the only one who's having doubts right now.
well, Tessa, if we ever do blow our cover, you always have that dagger handy, don't you?
Okay, are you saying I stab you now?
No.
Okay, like you have a backup plan.
Lucky day.
Y'all
He's
are
saying
murderers.
that God forbid it should come to it, he can lie to the queen about her fate.
God forbid, indeed.
Oh, now you're okay with lying?
I've always been okay with it. I'm a fucking pirate.
We don't
I just
lie.
told the truth. I just told the truth because I had
To
a
gain an
feeling
advantage.
Exactly.
I don't
What
think
Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. A relationship.
I
built
tell
on
the truth
trust-
when it's convenient.
A relationship built on trust will be much better for our endeavor than one built on lies.
I like to think we told Cutler to be like the opposite of his usual self.
Yeah, exactly.
And he
Like
just took
before
that
we.
to the nth degree.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like drastic. He's like, oh, okay, I got you.
Out of spite, just started telling the truth. And
No, it's right. If we don't hide our yeah, it's not our misdeeds. It's a good
Oh,
thing
there
that
you
we
go.
have this little extra. That you have this little extra.
Thank
so,
you.
Nothing to hide.
Well, if that is the case, Cutler, you do understand that we are going to have to
Keep the
continue
ship. Yes, I'm
this
aware.
quiet anchor charade for just a little longer.
Yeah. Who knows? If this succeeds, maybe I'll change my ways completely.
We can only hope.
There's
Well,
Not the
things
time
we
for
get-
jokes, friend.
Get the ship flying.
if we take her with us and be submitted, then I will kill your girlfriend. Oh, Dara, please don't.
Kill your girlfriend.
Girlfriend, please. I just comment on her face like I comment on any others. You are reading far too
Full
into the situation.
Full
Absolutely.
Full as a man who is, he says this kindly, like he's smiling when he says this, so you can tell he's joking, kind of. Full as a man who isn't a nerd, she was absolutely flirting with you.
In my 45 years of life, I've never experienced something known as flirting without there being purpose.
Oh my god, that's
I mean,
part of the problem.
she's also smoking hot, but that could be just because she's a tiefling, you know. That's
I can be as smoking hot as I want to. I just change it. No.
she's infernal.
literally
She's
smoking
infernal. She could be literally smoking hot, possibly. Yeah.
It's just like just Polar being off-center with this entire thing, but ultimately still trying to be like, yeah, we should definitely take her, but I don't know.
I think we should. And as the captain and admiral, I'm saying yes.
You know, I feel
All
we
those
really
who in
should fuck with
favor?
that word.
That's really bad. Good. Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I
Please don't kill her. Just yet.
Yes, we will plan to keep her alive, obviously.
Okay, so
Cutler walks back up.
I'm guessing the majority says aye then, except for Tessa's the only one that's has the okay.
Cutler walks back up.
Hold on.
I'll play along as long as you guys are okay with me killing her when the time comes.
Cutler walks back up alone.
If
Navarra, my lady, we will gladly take you with us.
I'm
I am the
sorry.
admiral of this endeavor, by the way.
What do you mean when the time comes?
If she finds out our secrets and tries to kill us, we kill her first and then lie about her, is what everybody's saying.
Janoka just here, a whole paladin of nobility sitting here, and Tesla's just like, when it's time to kill her, I'm like, if, Tessa, if.
Hey, if there's no good reason to kill her, then I
We
will
won't, yeah.
definitely stop you from trying.
Oh, thank
All of them are over there as I'm talking to Navarra, letting her know I'm the captain of the ship and the admiral of the fleet when we make it and all this.
You're not enjoying
I think this there we go. Yeah, there. So I think that would be. I think you could see her bio.
Is she a storm sorcerer?
She is a storm sorcerer.
The name gave it away.
Yep.
The Stormcaller part, yeah, I was like, I'm in the same boat. Like, this is definitely some form of storm sorcery.
She
So
says
Cutler just kind of walks up and offers his hand.
she says she says, "Very well then," and she takes your hand acceptingly and says, "We should be on our way then as quickly as possible."
Indeed.
I'm inclined to agree. There's much to be done.
All right, crew, we are heading out. And Cutler just walks past everybody. And Cutler just walks past everybody.
All right.
Tell the kid Tessa.
Technically we are company, but yes.
All right. It is 5:44. We started a little bit late, but
I've got to eat dinner.
and I think we're going to end a little bit early because. But let's end after the ad break. But people with Prime can still see us, but or people with subscriptions.
So everyone does get dressed down, except for Ka.
But you're going to give everybody 2,400 experience.
Is that enough to level up to level 5?
It should be.
So what is our experience at now? Because I'm currently at 3,185.
Oh, okay. You should be at 4,185.
Okay.
2,500, right? 4,685.
What?
2,400.
Yeah, 2,400 should put you at.
4,585.
Wait. You what?
Wait.
No, he's saying what we should previously be at because
No. What you were
We were at 4185.
Yeah, you were at 4,185, so 2,400 added on to that.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be 6,585.
So we are just above enough.
Yeah, I took secrets.
1 year to get to level 5.
We did it.
It only took a year. That's all right. I mean, in fairness, we lost like 5 of those months, but still.
Yeah. I think if we didn't lose those 5 months due to life circumstances, we'd probably be higher.
Yeah, definitely.
They count.
All right, I am going to go ahead and go barbarian. I can use my real life dice to roll my hit points, right?
Yes, I suppose.
Okay.
I wish you could put them on camera, but I mean,
I'll just use roll 20. It doesn't matter to me.
So what you want to do is well, you only rolled a 1 on roll 20. So what you want to do? Are you doing it off the character mancer?
Yeah.
Roll it in the thing as a regular die because the character mancer thing kind of sucks.
So a D12.
Yeah. So /R space 1D12.
9. And my con mod is 5, so 14.
And Deontay, I would do the same, or you can take the average and add that. Because
I've already added it.
Okay.
It's an additional 4. So
well, no, it'd be additional 1 because it'd be additional 5 because you take the average.
Yeah,
I think 9. I think 9 is a 1 higher than what the average.
Remember, for the first 5 levels, you get to take what you roll or the average, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
And this is 5th level.
Yeah,
so
I took the average because it rolled the 4. So.
Okay, yeah.
I think the D12, the average is 8, right?
Could be
7. So I rolled 2 higher than the average. Not bad.
I just once this meeting is adjourned, I really do just dress down our 3 problems. I'm sorry, 2.5. I'm counting the zombies. Just to be like, Cutler, you have almost broken the... I can't even dress them down, actually, because Navari's with us now. So I have to sit there and just be like...
Cutler wasn't
stupid. They got spared, absolutely.
Cutler wasn't stupid. He was really pushing for that for a reason.
Right.
Like, Polar can't talk to us about
So I'm gonna go back to the city map here.
Cutler just smiles at Fulladar evilly, knowing what he was gonna do.
I'm just like, God, oh no, all of my leverage. And then Tessa changed in front of her, and I'm just like...
Everything fell apart from Fullar's plan, but it worked! We got the investment!
I'm just like, oh no. The art of the deal.
I can just picture Fulladar in that situation every time something went bad, started having a mini heart attack, like, oh no,
What's crazy is the way I looked at it, is like, I have to maintain face, so anytime anyone did anything, I just have to roll with it. Just like, oh yes, absolutely. And no, we are quite...
Fulladar is just like, I hate you all right now.
And then at the end, I'm just like, when we're done, I'm just ready to just be like, what in the blazes?
And then he sees Navari walking over and he's like, fuck.
I'm sorry for Polydor, a book that he cannot read, a book of shadows.
The book of I almost forgot about a book I can't read. No, I don't know how to do it about that.
I mean, if you take a feat and get the Eldritch Adept and then go the reading one, you can read any writing.
I more than likely was going to go somewhere towards that at some point. It's just, I was just saying, like, when it came up, I was really just like, are you kidding me? A book that I cannot read.
Fuldar's quest to get the power to read anything.
Honestly, yeah, Foldar is not a very ambitious person here. He has one goal, and that is his parents' goal.
Oh, that was a fun session, as little as it was. It was fun.
Yeah. We had a lot of technical difficulties right there at the beginning, and then I got here. I didn't get in here till like 3:20 to get everything set up. And
yeah, me and freaking Oliver were chatting from like 3 o'clock.
yeah,
we were in here just hanging out.
yeah, and
So
I'm
I was
like
trying to come
meant to
in,
be here at
and
3, and then
I
shit got
didn't realize
sideways.
that the channels had not been dropped down automatically anymore, like their default up. So I was sitting here wondering why I couldn't join.
Oh yeah, that happened to me too. It's because what's your Discord had an update or whatever, and when it has an update, it does
and
that.
I'm just sitting here clicking the where everyone is, and I'm like, why am I not joining?
I'm like, there are channels missing. Where?
So are we done for the day?
Yeah, we're gonna be done. And we could say our catchphrase that Richard came up with.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a catchphrase.
Yeah, we got a catchphrase.
And shout out our channels.
Shout out channels. Yeah, sure. Shout out some channels.
If y'all want to check me out on YouTube, it's at Wizards Forge on YouTube, literally youtube.com and then /@WizardsForge. Or
All right.
just /Wizards Forge. How does it work? Do they put the @ there?
It's at Wizards Forge. Yeah, it's
That's
at
what I
on
thought.
YouTube. On YouTube, it's at. On Twitch, it's just /Wizards Forge.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's link, yeah, it's not, and there's no at there. It'll just be slash and then whatever the name is.
Yeah, Wizards Forge.
Yeah, and YouTube, I think that you can look it up by the at though.
You can look at our cast website, and on my entry, it has the website there.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
returning to Twitch soon, so that's great.
I'm gonna be going to Twitch too to do the Baldur's Gate playthrough.
Oh yeah, twitch.tv/take-a-trip. That's trip with 2 P's. So that will be something I will be coming back up to. My writing Wednesdays will be back in form, and who knows, I might go back to gaming or doing cosplay.
Nice.
I think I'm probably gonna start streaming on Twitch too. Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough and maybe a world building.
So what do you guys think of me doing some bonus actions with Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs on this channel?
I think it would be awesome.
Yeah, I see no reason not to.
Oh, I actually have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
For the month of October, do we have any Halloween themed stuff going on?
Not currently. I kind of was wondering if Eris wanted to do another Call of Cthulhu, but she just actually picked up Vampire the Masquerade, so I don't know if she's interested in that. Or...
I have something I'd be interested in doing. I would like to run Outbreak Undead.
Is that a game you can do over VTT?
Yes, it actually has support on Roll20.
Okay, yeah. I'm good with that.
All right, I won't be here the first week of October.
If we could,
after that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was saying if somebody I don't know if people have Halloween plans, like plans for on Halloween, but if you don't and somebody wants to run a one shot, then that would be great. If multiple people want to run one shots at different times, that would also be cool too. I mean, just have something going on all day on Halloween kind of thing, you know?
As it stands, I have no plans to do anything.
I'd gladly run a one shot for 5th edition for Halloween if people were interested in.
Fulladar, Deontay, I want you to help me mess around with that the guest star thing again too at some point, because I want to be able to guest star myself from other channels.
Like you could be in the games and stuff.
Well, like so because I stream video games from another channel, but what I want to do is I want to take on that channel that I'm doing the video games on.
Yeah.
When I'm streaming Action Surge, I want it to stream on that channel also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's very good.
All right. Well, now that we're done with the shout-outs and everything,
I think
eventually...
I think it's a loophole that because Twitch don't want you to stream on YouTube and Twitch
at
at the same time. If you're an affiliate, right? But if I stream on Twitch and Twitch at the same time, I don't think that's a problem.
Twitch has a setting to do something exactly what you're describing.
Right.
I will get with you sometime this week coming up to set up the Outbreak Undead stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, peace, y'all. Have a good night.
Have a good one, guys, and we will see you. And until then, let all your actions surge. That's the catchphrase. Let all your actions
Here.
surge.
All your actions, sir.
All right.
5E. No.
5E. Let
5e.
That's why I have to become Superman 4. The
TM.